Yo, what's up? It's your boy. It's been a while. I hadn't really been able to record clips because it took me a minute to get uh, something fixed with my PS4 where I could upload and record clips, and so I hadn't been able to do it. But today I'm taking a look. I'm having you guys take a look at my Ember Prime, and I'm looking at the abilities right here. This is one of the many Warframes that I've unlocked and leveled up, and let you see my build. And this is the abilities: Fire Blast, Accelerant. Fireball, Accelerant, Fire Blast, and World on Fire. The main two you'll see me using throughout this would be Accelerant and World on Fire. And this is an actually up close look at my build for Ember Prime, which you can see the aura I'm using is Steel Charge. I have Intensify, plus 30 Power Strength, it's a rare mod. Streamline, plus 30 Power Efficiency. Flow, plus 150 Power Max. Rapid Resilience, plus negative 75% status on self, and Redirection fully max, plus 400% shield capacity. Rush, plus 30% I want to say stamina, and plus vigor, plus 20 shield capacity, and plus something another health. And stretch, which stretches the range of your powers. So that's pretty much my build for Ember Prime. I actually reformatted it this morning. One of the slots this morning, reformatted the polarization, but and I'm not even sure that was necessary, but I did it anyway. And this is a look at my Phage, which is a nasty weapon. Continuous spread, sinister reach, increases the range, point blank, chilling grasp. Couple rare mods down here: Toxic Barrage, and Hell's Chamber, Shotgun Spaz. This is a gun I could reformat these two slots right here, or at least one of them, to give me more room to rank up these and get this gun even more powerful. It has 4,243.2 viral damage, and at this point I think I formatted one of the slots once. I might do another one to take it up. Now this is a gun I've worked really hard for and just found out it was nerfed. That is the Syndicate version, the Cyanoid Gamma Core, but nonetheless it is a nasty sidearm. And what I'm using as far as the build goes on this is at this point Sure Shot, Magnum Force, Pistol Pestilence, which you'll see what it actually does. I'm pretty sure a lot of these rare mods like this one, the gold ones, I got from doing vault runs. Ruinous Extension, Hollow Point, plus 60 crit damage. It's fully maxed. Anytime you see the dots, it's for people that don't know. The blue dots at the bottom mean that it's fully maxed, fully leveled mod. And Barrel Diffusion and Seeker, and that's my Cyanoid Gamma Core. Still haven't got much of a better melee weapon than this Orthos Prime, and I'll let you see what I have. I have it set up. It could be formatted. You can see over there, Lasting Sting still has ways to go. If I wanted to, I could either sub out a different mod or format that particular polarization for that particular polarization, and take that all the way up. But nonetheless, you can see I'm using the aura, or the stance I should say, is Bleeding Willow, Fury. I'm using Fury, Heavy Trauma, Reach, Lasting Sting, Berserker, which I love that. It takes it up to another level. Molten Impact, Organ Shatter, and Sundering Strike, which is another rare mod. You can see 3 gold rare mods on that build. And so here we go, and this is the stage on Earth, which I'm sure there's very few people who've been playing this, noobs or otherwise, that don't use this stage to level up new Warframe. So, and that's basically, and it doesn't take long, maybe like half a day if you really go at it, and even less if you were to use one of the boosters. I imagine I haven't done that yet though, because they're too expensive in my opinion. But This is a funny one of those funny situations that developed in this game while we were doing this stage. I believe it's called Copa on Earth. It's a dark sector defense, and Digital Extremes recently removed all tributes, so you don't when everything you get, you don't have to pay any tribute to the clan who's controlling this area, and so that's another reason why I love doing this. Besides leveling up my character, everything I get, it goes to me 100%. All my resources picked up and all that. So hats off to Digital Extreme. I don't know why they're doing that. I think they mentioned something in one of the dev streams that they were preparing to really change a lot of things about this game. So that's the reason why they got rid of tribute. But so I have like almost every Warframe in the game, including the primes at this point. The only prime I don't have, I believe, is Vault Prime, and then the only characters that I don't have in this game, I believe, is Trinity and Vauban and Mesa, and maybe one other one. I can't remember which one it is right now. But I use all of these characters. I have basically, at least from 0 to 20, or use this level right here to take them from 0 to 20. Because it's so easy, and the XP, especially if you do 20 rounds each go, the XP is off the rip, and you can survive it. That's assuming that you take a couple precautions like me, which if you do your stance or your aura right, I believe it'll open up the ability to at least take maxed out redirection, which will give your shields with a serious boost and keep you alive long enough to go to 20. I mean, the rest of everything around you needs to be good. I mean, like you saw my phage, you want to take a really good weapon maxed out, and a really good melee weapon. Not necessarily sidearm, but it does come in handy if you get dropped. You can help fend people off while your teammates are reviving you with your sidearm. But and then your sentinel, that helps too, especially in these early stages when you're first leveling up for Warframe. But as you can see here, for the most part, we had this under control. I had two other guys with me. They were random. I didn't know them, but one of them's using Mag Prime, and obviously he has greedy pool, so he's just scooping up all the resources, and the most important resource is energy, and making it so we don't have to run all over the stage trying to gather it in between rounds or while we're battling. And greedy pool comes in so handy. Especially on a leveling stage like this, low level enemies, but yet and still as it progresses, they do get tougher, and you're kind of in a weakened state, being that you're trying to level up your newly acquired Warframe. So hats off to anybody that comes in here with greedy pool and makes it so much easier to progress from one stage to the next. And usually, I mean, it's a safe bet. I see a lot of cats just leaving after 5 rounds or after 10, and I'm just amazed by that. But to each his own. But if you want to maximize your leveling up, my advice is try to make it to 20. You don't have anything to lose because it's not likely getting anything really rare out of this. And the resources that you get out here, I'm sure you have a ton of already. So it's really about the XP and getting your Warframe up to 30 as quick as possible. I mentioned the other guy. One of the guys had Mag Prime. The other guy was using Loki Prime, and they were actually having a conversation in between rounds in the chat, and I wasn't aware of it until kind of we got to this point, and I kind of started looking, and the guy who was using Mag Prime was basically, bragging and saying, how he had done 30 rounds by himself. I can do 20 by myself on this, once I get redirection on my Warframe. But you can see here they're talking, and he's talking about the uh, just I think what he's doing is basically setting this guy up. And this guy, I ran with him for the previous 2 games, and then this guy came, the Mag Prime guy came in, on this game, and he's talking, and I guess he's just kind of boasting and getting in this guy's head, and I'm sitting there, and I'm a cynic anyway. A lot of times, especially when it's much. Most of the people on this game, they're really cool, but everybody's for the most part out for themselves. And then you got some real douchebags on here that are not only they out for themselves, obviously, but they like to for lack of a better word, I say grief people. And so, they're chatting it up, and I guess maybe, this guy here, Loki Prime, he's right there, we just went invisible. He's, falling for this guy, game. And, I'm just reading between the lines, but you'll see what happens here at the end of the game, which is, one of the unfortunate things. You kind of have to, look out for people, because, I mean, it's one thing on here when you're just leveling, you even if you fail the mission and die, you will still get all your XP. You won't get any of your resources though that you grabbed throughout the game. So that really, for some people, that is really, can be a setback. Especially if they're new to the game and all their resources count. But I doubt that this guy playing as Loki Prime, is one of those people, because he probably would have left a long time ago if he wouldn't probably be surviving right now. But at any rate, this Mag Prime guy is in his head, and he's already told him he went 30 rounds by himself, which I highly doubt, especially playing with Mag. I just can't see that happening, because Mag is not very offensive. The abilities that he has, the best thing about Mag and Mag Prime is if you can get the augmentation called Greedy Pool from the Syndicate, and I can't remember which one it is right now. Then you will be it will turn Mag into an extreme asset to your team, because, like I say, he just scoops up all the resources, ammo, and everything, energy, and puts it in one big neat pile right where he's doing the greedy pool, and no one has to go anywhere. They can just re-up everything right there. That's what greedy pool does, and it is a nice augmentation for Mag. But nonetheless, he's convinced this guy that somehow or another he managed to go 30 rounds by himself, which, like I say, I highly doubt that. That does not sound logical at all. I don't give a damn how good he is and how good he is at playing with Mag. It doesn't sound even feasible that even though this is the easiest defense mission on the game, and that's the reason why people use it to level characters. When you get up to 15 or 20, if you're here to level up characters, your character is not an amazing character anyway. More than likely, you just got it. You haven't formatted anything, more than likely, unless you're on your second go around. Even then, so here's what happened right here. This guy's playing around. He's like, okay, now he done convinced us to stay, right? Okay, but you look right here what he does at the very last second. He switches over there, and I mean the very last second. I barely got out of there. I barely got out of there. If he had waited a split second later to do that, I wouldn't have got out of there. But it sucks for the guy who got caught and left behind, because this guy was in his head and played him and had him thinking we was going to go 30 rounds. I was not too sure about that, and so therefore I was ready for some bullshit. And I got my ass out of there and kept all my resources. But anyway, I've been having a lot of fun on here. Not everybody's a douchebag like that guy. Most people aren't. But, yo, check this game out if you're not playing it. I'm having a blast on it. Peace.